When you first log into Solcoro, you're going to be prompted to create your first integration. Integrations are the way by which we connect to Jira Cloud sites, where we then run scans and pull all of the configuration metadata that powers the reports and information within the platform itself. So let's go ahead here and create our first integration together. I'm just going to call this Solcoro. You can optionally add a description. This toggle at the bottom allows you to select whether or not the Jira site you are integrating to is owned by you, or you are an admin on that site, or if it is owned or administrated by somebody outside of your organization. For now, I'm going to leave this selected as my company, and we can go ahead and click Next. You can either connect this right now, or you can say connect later and complete the integration process at a later time. For now, I'm going to say connect later. When you click connect later, you can see that you'll be brought to the main Solcoro dashboard. But since we haven't actually connected our integration yet, there's no information for Solcoro to display. So our next step is going to be actually finalizing that connection. You can start by clicking connect integration, and then clicking this button, which will pop you out to Atlassian's OAuth page. Once on the OAuth page, you're going to use this dropdown to select the specific Jira site that you want to connect to. You may see a number of different sites in this dropdown. You are not necessarily going to be an administrator on every single one of these sites. You'll only be able to finalize the connection to a Jira site if you are an administrator on that site. So for this scenario, I'm going to select one of the sites that I know I'm an administrator on, and you'll click Accept. It shows that the connection was successful, so you can go ahead and close this window. You'll then be prompted to confirm your selection, and you'll see that as soon as you confirm the site you want to integrate to, Solcoro will automatically run a baseline scan for you, so no need to manually run your first scan. If we click the refresh button, we'll see that it's now running. Once the scan is complete, you'll be brought to the Solcoro dashboard. Now let's actually go ahead and create a second integration in this environment. You're going to click the integrations button on the left-hand navigation. And you'll see in the top right, you have the option to add an integration. You'll see a familiar window pop up. This is where you enter additional information about what that integration is. But on this integration, I'm going to click that this is a client company, so an environment where I am not an admin. When you click Next, you're going to be prompted to enter a little bit more information here and click Next. You'll once again be prompted to connect your integration. However, once again, I'm actually going to click out of here. Now recall when I was creating this integration, I selected that this was a client site, not my own site. What you can explore here is how you connect to a site on which you are not an admin. Click the three dots in the top right of your new integration and say Manage External Connect Link. Click on the Generate External Connect Link button, copy this link, and in the scenario where you want to share this with a customer or a client, you can simply send this link across to them. In my case, I'm just going to open this in a new tab. And now think of this as if I am performing these actions from the customer side. So as the customer, this is the screen I will be brought to. I can then say begin process, and you're going to connect from the customer side. You'll notice that we're popped out to the same Atlassian OAuth page, where your client or customer can then select the site that they're giving you permission to integrate to. Accept. Once again, the customer will be asked to confirm their site selection. Once the site selection is confirmed, the customer will also be able to define the length of time for which this integration remains active. You'll see that we have several different options, and in this scenario, I'm just going to leave this integration live indefinitely. As the customer, you can then say continue to management panel. And I always recommend that customers bookmark this page in their browser, because this is the page the customer can come to at any time to manually revoke their integration. If we go back to the integrations page, what you'll notice is that that new integration I configured, Solcoro's new client, is now showing as connected and it's been connected from external or from that external connection link that we just experimented with.